Well, hey there. My name's Denise and I'm here to tell you a story. This one is one of my absolute favorites because it's so funny. It also reminds me of another story that I know, but I can't really remember which one it is. Maybe you can figure it out by the end of this book. I'll wait for you to go get your stuffed animals because I have mine. Let's give Mark a big hug while you guys go get your stuffed animals. Go ahead, go ahead. Oh, man. I'm telling you, if you guys could feel Mark's hugs, it'd be the best. He gives the best hugs. All right, guys, let's do it. This is called The Three Little Aliens and the Big Bad Robot. Once there was a mama alien who had three little aliens. They were called Bork, Gork, and Nickelwicks. Bork, Gork, and Nickelwicks grew up in an old-fashioned house in a snug, cozy crater on a tiny little planet. As the eons passed, their house got too crowded. It's time for you to go out into the universe and find a planet of your own, their mama told them, giving each a hug. But remember, watch out for the big bad robot. It wants to chew you up. So Bork, Gork, and Nickelwicks took off. Bye, Mama, they cried. Bye, kids, she shouted back. Always stick together, she added. Then she sniffed a little bit. And call me every once in a while. The three little aliens traveled far and fast. There's a cute planet, said Bork. Too hot, said Nickelwicks. How about that one? Asked Gork. Too crowded, replied Nickelwicks. They darted around a meteor. Are we there yet? Asked Bork. Just past the next bend, a big planet swirling with dust loomed into view. Bork spotted a shiny space rover zipping around its mountains and plains. Awesome, she said. I'm going to live in that. Ma said to stick together, called Nickelwicks. But Bork had already zipped too far to hear. Nickelwicks and Gork traveled on. Nickelwicks didn't like the looks of the next planet either. Nowhere to breathe, he gasped. Picky, picky, Gork said. Then, just ahead, he spied a giant planet with huge golden rings around it. He jumped on a passing satellite and caught a ride on a ring. Whee! He squealed. This is what I call home. We can't live on a ring that goes around in circles, yelled Nickelwicks. We'll get dizzy. But Gork wasn't paying any attention. Now Nickelwicks was all alone. He traveled deeper and deeper into space until he spotted a massive blue planet far out into the galaxy. It had 13 moons and refreshing breezes. This faraway place is where I'll build my home, he said. It will be safe from the big bad robot. He's all the way out there. Nickelwicks found everything he needed to make sturdy walls. He gathered stardust to keep his home bright and found solar panels to keep it warm. Then he grabbed a tall, shiny telescope. This'll do for a chimney, he said, though no one heard him. Rock by rock and row by row, Nickelwicks built the perfect house. When he was finished, he sat down and locked the door. His house was not very zippy or cool, but it was very safe. And there was room enough for all three little aliens. I hope they come in to visit soon, said Nickelwicks. Then one galactic dawn, there was a rumbling in the universe. Greet, boink, meep, pee-dilly, deep, ork, eep. It was the big, bad robot. Bork was so busy on her swirly red planet that she couldn't hear the robot's call. She didn't feel its great giant footsteps as it leapt from star to star, and she didn't see the robot until it was right in front of her rover. Uh-oh. Little alien, bleeped the robot. Pull over, pull over. Not by the wheels of my trusty space rover, cried Bork bravely. Then I'll crack and smack and whack your house down, meeped the robot. And just like that, the robot cracked and smacked and whacked Bork's shiny rover into 100 pieces. Greep, boink, meep. Pee-dilly, deep, ork, eep, eep. As fast as the speed of sound, Bork jetted away, the robot close behind her. Just as the robot was about to eat her up, she spotted Gork's satellite house. Gork! Gork! Help me! But Gork was having so much fun surfing the rings of his giant planet that he didn't hear Bork's cries. He didn't see the robot chomping on comets and ripping open black holes until the big bad robot caught Gork's satellite in his huge metal claw. Little alien, it bronked. Come out of hiding. Not by the orbit of this ring I'm riding, cried Gork stoutly. Then I will shatter and clatter and scatter your house down, groaned the robot. This robot is mean. And before Gork could fly beneath the radar, that robot clattered and scattered and shattered Gork's satellite into 1,000 pieces. Greep, boink, ork, meep, deep, pee-dilly, eep, eep, eep. Gork barely escaped. Over here, called Bork. Stick together. At the speed of light, Bork and Gork blasted out into space, with the big bad robot getting closer all the time. Where can we hide? Asked Gork. Let's find Nickelwicks, cried Bork. He'll know what to do. Nickelwicks had heard the robot's roar. He had seen what was going on with his brother and sister through his telescope, and he was ready. He flashed his solar panels halfway across the universe. There he is, cried Bork and Gork, and they zoomed to Nickelwicks' house as fast as a hurtling asteroid. Get inside, cried Nickelwicks. No time to waste. No sooner had Bork and Gork slammed Nickelwicks' solid space rock door than they heard the robot rumbling. Little alien, he quaked. Let me come in. Not by the slime on my chinny chin chin, cried Nickelwicks. Then I will smack and crack and whack your house down, zeeped the robot. The big bad robot bashed and crashed Nickelwicks' strong solid house. Nothing happened. Then it pounded and smashed really hard. Not a crack. Then it loaded up its triple blaster and zapped that house, but good! That house would not fall down. So the robot forced his way into the little alien's house, right down the chimney. The aliens covered their ears and waited for the robot to chomp them up. Greet but deep. But halfway down the telescope, that robot got stuck tight. It strained and it struggled. It moaned and it groaned. Nickelwick's house shook and shuddered, but did it fall down? It did not. The robot gave one more mighty cry and burst into 1,000,000 pieces. Psh! Cool, said Bork. Awesome, said Gork. Just as I planned, said Nickelwicks. There's just one thing missing, said Bork. Phone home, said Gork. So Nickelwicks did. Ma, he said, we have the coziest house in the galaxy. Won't you come over and tuck us in? And she did. You know, now that I think about it, that story really reminded me of the 3 little pigs, right? And the bear. Or, I'm sorry, not the bear, the wolf. That was so cool. I loved that. What did you think about that, Mark? He said he was scared of the big bad robot. Well, I'll give you a hug really quick and we'll say bye to our friends. Oh, you don't need to feel scared. Bye, guys. Thanks for letting me inside your homes. Have a great night.